Hi guys, happy Saturday. Welcome to the channel. It's me, Jasmine, the Buffet Witch, but you already know that. Today we're gonna play the makeups. I wanna do a really beautiful, bronzy kind of nude face. I think I wanna do some like talking videos, and I feel like this will be the best look for those videos. And I also am probably gonna do some lip swatching and possibly some more eyeshadow looks later. But for right now, that's the goal. So I picked out things that I know I really like that will give me a really good coverage, a really good finish, and beautiful bronzed skin. So let's get into it. I'm cleansed, I'm moisturized. We're gonna be using the Uoma Beauty. I've been loving this foundation. And I don't know where my little palette is. It's probably somewhere quite close, but I'm gonna just use this lid here. And I'm going to mix in some of my color corrector. This is the AOA Studio one from Shop Miss A. It's more cobalt than it is blue, so you only need a little bit. And that's gonna take this to a more neutral olive undertone. This foundation does have built-in color correctors. That was kind of the selling point of the Uoma Beauty foundations, but it's still just a little bit too orange. I don't think this was the right family for me. I'm pretty sure my cap had been yellow, but either way, I love the foundation. The finish is beautiful. But because I want a really beautiful canvas and a really even finish, we are going to color correct today. I'm going to be using the NYX Pro Fix Stick in the shade, what are you? Pumpkin or something? What's your name? Oh, apricot. So let's get started. She got turned around in here. So yeah, it's a very creamy formula, and I really like it. I like to put now my color corrector in this whole area because that part gets kind of dark. And so then when I'm doing my look, if it gets covered up with eyeshadow, you can't really see it. But if it doesn't, then it's just quite dark. So I've got a lot of blemishes as of late. I mean, I was going quite good. We weren't having no breakouts and whatnot. And then I had this one and this one, but thankfully I left them alone. They just kind of came, they saw, they left a mark, and then they left. So, but like I was saying in a previous video, a lot of this here, those are not scars. That's just like my skin. I don't know if it's skin damage or just beauty marks. Like clearly these are moles here. So I don't want to cover up all of that. Those are all a cluster of moles as well. You can see I got a cluster of moles there. I think my moles are beautiful. They seem to run in my family. My mom has beautiful moles all over her face. She doesn't really like them, but I think they look gorgeous. So that's that beautiful formula. I'm gonna stop saying beautiful, or will I? No, because we're playing in makeup, so we feels beautiful. But it's a really great formula. This is an easy concealer to blend, an easy color corrector to use. And so I'm going to I really like using this slightly big brush. I don't know what it's supposed to be for, but it's one of my MSQ brushes, and I just love it. It's nice and dense and still a little bit fluffy, so it's not going to blend this product away. It's just gonna slightly buff it in for me, which is exactly what you want. I haven't been using my Fenty Bright Fix, though it's almost empty, so I should use that pan back. But yeah. So how you guys doing? I'm doing slightly better. Still some areas giving me anxiety and pause, but in that life, I've just been thinking a lot about my nervous system, like a lot. Things that don't feel good to the nervous system, I am saying no to. That's things, that's people, it's all kinds of, just like I'm really tapped into how my feeling body is, like my emotional and feeling body. So my nervous system is like screaming. But besides that, I am feeling quite creative, which is not typical for this time of year. Spring for me is not like, spring is all about rebirth and new beginnings and things like that. I feel most creative and most in my body during winter. I'm from a winter star, and I love the cold. Even though, I'm a skinty little thing, so I don't like being cold, but I prefer the cold because I live in a good sweater, so I don't mind being cold like that if I can layer it up. But just the air, I can breathe better. The weather is beautiful. Like, I love fresh fallen snow when it's so heavy. I'm in the Midwest, so when it's so heavy, everything shuts down. With it comes this beautiful quiet, this kind of hush. And then my favorite is that type of snow that is just heavy enough and dense enough to be on like the power lines and the tree branches and the grass, but it's not cold enough for it to stay on the road. So it's like these definite areas of snow, and it just makes everything look like it's crystallized. I love that. And I'm typically more creative in winter. And then when it's not winter, it doesn't necessarily have to be fall, but any day that is really gloomy, overcast, rainy, moody, kind of like that twilight blue, that is where I'm like, oh my God, I want to create. I want to be outside, or I want to be inside with the windows open, some incense going, my music playing, dancing and art and vibing and creating. That's when I feel really good. But it could just be, you know, my husband and my son and my sisters, my nephews. It could just be us hanging out more, that I'm feeling a little bit better. So I have a lot of creative ideas flowing, and I'm super excited about one in particular. I want to talk to you guys about it. I have an Instagram, as many of us do, but I'm not really using my Instagram anymore. I'm just mixing some of that blue into my foundation now. Yeah, I don't really use my Instagram anymore. I often forget about it. And the only reason I don't use it is because it's so much work. It's so much work putting all them hashtags and all that hubbubaloo. I don't feel like doing it, okay? You know me and the technologies, we don't get along, all right? Clearly, I'm not into putting descriptions because I don't put nothing in these boxes. Every once in a blue moon, I put something in that description box for you to read, but 9 times out of 10, I'm not doing it. Okay, why? Partially it's because I'm lazy, and partially it's because it doesn't matter that much. You know, I don't know. I gotta start doing it. I feel like some people would appreciate it. So, but with my Instagram, I just kind of forget I have it. And when I'm on Instagram, you know, given the state of the world, just everything is so booty right now that I get sucked into video after video, and so then I forget why I was there in the first place. And then by the time I'm like, oh, I was gonna post something, I'm tired. And so I just log off, okay? Oh my God, this foundation. This foundation is so effing beautiful. Oh, I love that. Gorgeous. But with that being said, I do love the photos I have on my Instagram, and I was thinking about deleting it, right? And I was like, you know what, Jasmine, first of all, don't delete it. Just leave it. Just leave it. Even if you don't keep it, just leave it for now. Think about it, all right? Because I am going to create my own beauty books. Now, the way I'm going to do this is one or two of them will be just photo albums, and I'm just going to print my makeup photos, right? But I am going to make one that is actually just a book of all of my looks, and I'm super excited to do it. It's just this thing my husband prints on, or where he gets his photos printed, and you can make books. It's from like Walgreens or CVS, I think. So yeah, I am super excited. I'm just trying to figure out how to do it, because I want one that's going to be like an actual book where I write stuff, and I want to have like step-by-step tutorials, and they're all just going to be me. I'm super excited, because I was like, you know, when people have beauty rooms and they have like a desk or a book or a table, or like a desk or a table, and they'll have like a beauty book on it, or they'll have like, it's always like that Chanel book, but it's really just for design, or like it's a piece on the table, whatever that's called. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? No, I want a book of my looks. Like, if I had a beauty room, there's my motorcycles. Look at us going back to our roots. I'm just now hearing their music like they do. Anyways, but yeah, like if you came into my beauty room, or like I'm gonna do makeovers on you or whatever, not like I'm a beauty artist or makeup artist, but like friends come over, family come over, there'll be a book of my looks on my table. I'm excited. I can't wait to do it. So I'm just trying to plan it out, figure out what exactly I want them to look like, and which looks I'm gonna put in it. So I have to go through all my photos, and partially I'm doing this because I need to clean out my phone. Technology literally hates me, and I can't sync any of my Apple products together. They said that they're not compatible. My computer is about 10-ish years old, so it just won't do anything that I want it to do. Like, it still works fine, but it will not sync up to my phone. And then my iPad is newer. Is it refurbished? Or I think I bought one that was a return. I can't remember. Or did I buy a new one? It may be new, I don't know. But it's either too new for my phone or too old for my phone. I can't remember. But my phone and my iPad won't sync up. It's just me. I kill technology, okay? So it just won't do it. So I need to get my pictures off of my phone. And I want to have a safe place to put them because, like I said, I don't really use my Instagram, so I'm not going to put more photos there. Even though literally today I was thinking I should update, put some more of the looks that I've done, because the last post that I did, I think, was for my birthday or before my birthday or something like that. I've done way more looks since then. And I'm like, oh, do I put it on there? Or do I just do my book and keep it for myself and start posting my photos on my community tab? I might end up doing that. But anyways, moving on. So the foundation looks great. Great. Concealer today is going to be the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpt. I'm using the shade Caramel, however you want to say it. I'm using this because if I'm going to do more makeup, this is a phenomenal concealer for removal and reapplication without having to take off all of your makeup. It just sits next to or on top of powdered products so beautifully, you don't have to worry about it. I'm also gonna pop just a little bit in the center there, just a squinch down my nose, and a little bit on my chin area, just to brighten things up a little bit, okay? So yeah, I'm super excited to do that. I cannot wait until I figure out which photos I want. And for the book, the one that I'm gonna kind of basically write and do tutorials for, I have to plan that out because I have photos of things that are already done, but I want to do ones of new tutorials that I'm thinking of or recreations and whatnot. So I'm super excited, a little project for myself. So, all right. Oh no. Little dry skins, of course. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna blend out this concealer. I did not pull out a sponge. What am I gonna do? Do I wanna use a sponge? We're just gonna use a triangle sponge because I don't feel like getting that. Not that one. My son steals these now. He takes them and he walks around like this. He doesn't know what Spider-Man is. I don't think that's what he's doing, but he just loves doing this. And if it's a dirty one, he goes, like, oh, okay, so you're watching me. You know what it's for, but give that back. Mostly, I literally just take, if he takes a dirty one, I just take the dirty one away from him and give him a clean one because he's just playing with it, so. All right. So, yeah, that's what I got going. I've got a collab lined up. We're still in the formulation process, figuring things out. Super excited to bring some collabs back to the channel. And it's crazy she mentioned this because I was literally just thinking oh, I gotta reach out to some people that I want to collab with. And not only that, I have so many ideas and so many videos that I need to do. But I wanted to do a shout out video to a bunch of people. And she is top 5. So I will be planning that out soon. Oh gosh, I just love this concealer. Beautiful. All right, so guys, I am going to finish up. We are going to set the under eye with my cashew powder from Fenty. I'm going to do the rest of the face, of course, with my L'Oreal Infallible powder. I'm going to bronze my skin with my Yacht Life Minted Bronzer. I'm going to blush with my Berry Spiced Trio from Ulta. I love this thing. We're gonna use the Desert Rose shade, the pale peach. And then I'm going to highlight using my Danessa Myricks Lightwork Volume 2 for a really beautiful bronzed highlight. So think bronze goddess mode. That is what we are going to do. I'm going to come back to you with my brows done, and we're going to attempt a very soft eye, popping on some lashes and doing a beautiful nude lip. All right, so not too crazy. That's all. Okay, we're done. I love it. This is exactly what I was talking about. Just very bronzy, but very nude. Doesn't look like I did a ton, but we're finished with that. So today, again for the brows, I did put my Sludge Box away. It feels so foreign not using her, but I can't go too far away from a pomade, so I am using the LA Girl brow pomade that I have in soft black. And today I actually cleaned up the under eye, or the under part of my brow and the inner portion of my eye with my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I have had this for such a long time, and I have wanted it for such a long time, and then I never used it. I think mostly I don't really use it because it's not a brightening shade. It's basically just my skin tone, or like the highlights in my skin tone. So it's not super brightening, so I don't often think to use it, but it worked really beautifully for concealing this area, so I might use it for that. And it works gorgeously for carving the brows, which I know a lot of people use it for. So if I weren't, she says I'm a no-buy, even though she's bought so much stuff, but if I wasn't really not buying things, if I wasn't a no-buy specifically for like foundations and things like that, I would get a lighter shade so I could use it for under eye concealer, but it works for that, so that's what we've done. Moving on, I want to create a very gentle eye. Sorry, I got the windows open and it's a little bit chilly, but I want the fresh airs, so we're gonna put on a sweater, because like I said, I'm a skinny little thing, y'all, and I lives in a good sweater. All right. So anyways, so now I want to do a very simple soft eye, maybe a little business on the outer portion, maybe a little, I don't want to do liner because I'm probably going to do eyeshadow later and I don't want to have to take off too much, but we might do like a soft black smudged on the lower lash line, because like I said, I do want to attempt some lashes today. So, and I think we're gonna use, yeah, I'm gonna use some Ardell Demi Westfies. Look at me, I'm a YouTuber. Anyways, so since I did the soft matte concealer for this portion, I'm gonna take just a little bit more of it and I'm gonna put that on the entire lid. Now, I don't typically like to use concealer as eyeshadow primer. It's not my favorite. I have eyeshadow primers and I just feel like eyeshadow primers are what you should use for your eyeshadow. Concealer is what you should use for concealer. But at the same time, there are no rules. You can use whatever you want, and every once in a while I do something that I say I don't do. So, but I'm partially doing this because I want a nude eye. I want a blanked out eye. I don't want to do too much. And anytime I say I want a nude eye, y'all know what happens. I end up with a whole bird of paradise on my face. So we're gonna stick to just a nude eye. And I feel like with this, we could just go in with our bronzer. So that's what I'm gonna do. Like I go from me, we, I. Sometimes doing YouTube is so weird, just the way you talk, you know what I mean? But anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna use my bronzer for the outer V and the lower lash line. Yep, we're gonna keep it easy. We're gonna keep her easy because I want it to be nice and bronzy and beautiful, but gentle. Exactly, that's what I want. And hold on. See, this is why I don't like using concealer. We've got creasing. So when I'm done with the outer V, I'm probably gonna go in with my HD powder and just set the inner portion of this. Yeah, I just want a little bit of something here. And I'm gonna swing that right on the lower lash line as well. Beautiful. Just gonna take this in a touch. exactly what I wanted. All right, and then like I said, I'm gonna take a little bit of my HD powder to set the creasage. I have, oh, don't you drop this bronzer, Jasmine, come on. Don't do it, especially when we had this much pan going. So I'm gonna take a more dense eyeshadow brush and that HD powder, and we're just gonna set. See that little bit of passionance right there? Anyways, we're not gonna get too stuck up on it. All right, here we go. It's annoying me. Anyways, let it go, let it go, let it go. Move on. Okay, so the eye is done. You know, I just want a little bit of depth on the outer V. I'm gonna take my Graftobian cake liner. You can use this wet or dry. When it's dry, it's very, very gentle. Like I'm swirling in here. When she's dry, she's not gonna give you a ton, and that's exactly what I want. I'm just gonna dust a little bit of this on the lower lash line, on the outer portion. Perfect. It gave me just a little smoke, okay? Now, because I don't want this to look like a reversed smoky eye, we're gonna do a little bit just on the V of the eye here. Perfect, that's what I want, just a touch. All right, especially because we're gonna get these lashes on. It's gonna be a good time. So, do you put mascara on first? That's what I'm gonna do. And it really sucks. I really hate to do this, but I don't like these two mascaras that I have out. This Maybelline one, I don't like it, and I don't like the Roller Lash from Benefit. I'm gonna give that one a few more tries, but I don't like this mascara. It's very gentle. She barely does anything. That's not my kind of style, okay? I want something that gives me impact. So I repurchased my Lash Princess. This is my favorite mascara. Dare I say it's my holy grail. It's just beautiful. It's a super black formula. The brush is perfectly sized to get into the very corner of your eye, get every single lash. Gives you lift, volume, color, like it's just a perfect mascara. And the fact that it's so affordable, you really can't, you know, you can't go wrong with this mascara. So I think I am going to declutter the Maybelline one. It's just not a good one. And there are some really great Maybelline mascaras, do not get me wrong. I loved the Maybelline Rocket until I started using this. I feel like I started using Maybelline Rocket and I absolutely love that mascara. And then I found this mascara and I was like, oh, okay. And actually, Essence has a mascara that is very reminiscent to the Rocket. I want to say they're kind of duping each other. They don't claim that. I did. But yeah, once I started using this, there are very few mascaras that I started to use over it. Like, if I have a choice, if I have this, I'm going to use this. It's also just the right size for lower lashes. Because usually when I use my other mascaras, I get mascara all over my lower lash line. But not with this one. All right. Now, honestly, I don't think we need to use lashes. So we're gonna skip lashes. We are, and that's great. Because like I said, I don't wanna get to the point where I'm like, oh, I have to wear lashes all the time. Let me give you just a little bit more light. There we go, beautiful. Yeah, we don't need lashes. That looks gorgeous. Oh, we succeeded. It's so rare that I say I want a this, that, the other look, and then I do it, but I did it. Lastly, before I put away my highlighting palette, we're gonna use the lightest shade here, Chai Tea, for our inner corner. Come on now. That's not a motorcycle, that's just one of them annoying big ass trucks. Go on somewhere, quiet. Ooh. Oh, I forgot how beautiful this highlighting palette is. I won a giveaway a few years back from my friend Lorraine Johnson Coleman. I always feel like I meant, is it Coleman Johnson? I think it's from Lorraine. And I didn't even know I won it. And she messaged me, she was like, I need your address. And she sent me this gorgeous box. It had this. It had a Pat McGrath lipstick, I believe. It had a set of Rephr brushes, sponges, this palette. I think that was it. Maybe it was 2 lipsticks from Pat McGrath, but I still have the Rephr brushes, and I love this palette so much. Every time I take it out, I think about her. And this shade here, cinnamon, no. I want to say cappuccino. This shade makes me think of Betty Luminizer from The Balm, which was my first department store / high-end highlighter that I absolutely loved. Oh, I loved it. And of course, this is like a hill I've died on a few times in videos that I have not posted because I feel like I got too passionate and maybe a little bit too negative. But back in the day when YouTube was a little baby, and YouTubers, specifically white YouTubers, were getting a lot of product and whatnot and trying things. When we had face palettes, a lot of them would come with, especially like highlighting palettes, they come with those 4 staple shades. There'd be a champagne, there'd be a gold, there'd be like maybe like a rose gold, and then there'd be like a bronzier shade. So there was always 3 light to medium shades and then a deep one, okay? Now, the deep one wasn't even necessarily super deep, but it was typically too deep for people who claim to have light to medium skin. And what would happen is they would say, oh, I really like these highlighters. I can use this one, this one, and this one, but I don't use this one because it's a little bit too deep for me. And some of them, not enough of them, but some of them would say, you know, if you have deeper skin, though, this would be really great for you. But a lot of them would say, oh, I can use these 3, but I don't use this one because it's too deep. And then slowly, very slowly, almost as if they didn't want us to notice, they started to pull those darker shades. So when I had Betty Luminizer, it was actually in a quad. And it was either a quad or a trio, because there's like Betty Luminizer, Mary Luminizer, and there's another one. I don't know, right? Didn't I have Betty? Because Mary Luminizer from The Balm is the light one. It's the, I would say it's more like champagne, a little yellow, maybe a little pink. I can't remember which one it is, but it's the champagne one. That one is kind of universal, right? I feel like anyone could really use that one. Of course, deep skin would have to be a little careful because it could go off a little frosty, but Betty Luminizer was the deepest one. And after a while, I could not find, it didn't come in a trio, it didn't come in a quad anymore, and I can't even find Betty Luminizer anymore. So when I got this palette, I was like, oh my God, that looks like Betty Luminizer. And I used it and I was like, even if it's not, it's awesome. So I love this palette. And now I am very much in love with deeper highlighters because there is a reason why they're made. They are stunning. And darker skin, we get a little bit of everything because we can make those light we can make the light highlighters work, but we also can make those deep highlighters work. And that's not to say that light skin can't either, but you know, a shade like this on light skin would be tricky. You could totally do it and fucking rock it. I'm sure you could. But on my skin, that's just gonna sit, it's gonna eat, you know? And that's why I appreciate a brand that is going to give you all of the shades. And this is the first one, or the second one. There's another palette that is a bit lighter, but it still gives different tones of highlighters for those light medium girls, because again, they can use deeper highlighters. So I love the fact that Danessa Myricks really kind of gives it for everyone, you know what I mean? So when I got this palette from Lorraine, every time I pull it out, I just think about her, and I'm so thankful. Thank you, Lorraine, you're the best. I don't even know if she watches YouTube, but if she does, and she would to see this video, you're the best. I gotta reach out to you. Thank you so much, okay? So that's gorgeous. I love this. I am going to go off camera real quick, like scrub off some cornflakes if I have them, brush my teeth. I've been drinking a lot of golden lattes. They have turmeric in them. And also I already drink a lot of tea. I'm not super focused on like having pearly white teeth, but I do have a little bit of pepper in my teeth right now. So I'm gonna go floss and brush my teeth real quick. So these lipsticks will have a nice little background or whatever. And I will be right back. We'll finish out this video. I'm sorry, it's so long. I'm just talking, okay? I feel good today, all right? Back in a jiffy pop without the pepper in my teeth. Okay, so we're back, we're brushed, we're moisturized. I didn't have no cornflakes today, that was great. And I've lined my lips with Sheba, but today's nudie color is not going to be my beloved Self-Love shade from Juvia's Place. Nay, nay. I'm sorry, I've been watching a lot of Bailey Sarian. I am actually going to pull out my liquid lipsticks from Beauty Creations, and we are going to use one of these. Every time I look at this now, I'm just so miffed, because if you haven't seen my video on it, somebody stole my package, my original package of my Beauty Creations. So somebody here at this complex around me also has this. You're welcome, jerk. Anyways, so these are beautiful liquid lipsticks, and we're of course going to use this light one. I am in my light peachy pink super bright nude era, okay? Era. I never used to like shades like this on me. I never thought I would wear them. I never thought I would need 18,000 of them, but here we are, okay? So this is the shade Shh, all right? Shh. Something I need to do sometimes. Okay, she's real peachy. Okay, she got a little bit of coral in her too, but I think this is gonna look gorgeous. So these are very bright. This is a very bright shade. Oh, I love it. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna let you have a little music whilst I smack this together, because I don't know about you, but the fish noises is a little bit annoying. It doesn't feel like the right tone. This is more pink. I think we need to go more yellow. Yes? So maybe we do have to use this one, because she will go yellow. You can see the difference. Yeah. Self-Love, she just has a little bit of that. It's still, yeah. She's got a little yellow in her. That's what we need. There we go. You see the difference? You see it. I love it. All right, I'm just gonna dance this together. Put a little bit of our lip line there. So art to blending lipsticks perfectly. I've yet to master it, but there is definitely an art to it. This is gorgeous. Ooh. Beautiful. Okay, let's finish this up, because this is taking way too long. You already knew that, right? Yeah, you knew that. Miss Starlight for the win. All right, and we're done. I love it. I love it. So I did also put that same inner corner highlighter right under the arch of the brow. I love it. I love this. It is so difficult for me to just get like a basic face because I always want to do the glitz and the glam, the gradients and 5 matte shades and 18 glitters, you know? And every once in a while when I do succeed in doing minimal work, it comes together. With a little bit too much lip gloss, but hey, whatever. I love this. I love the face. I love this Uma Beauty foundation. I need to take it upon myself to find out whether or not the brand is going out of business or if they're just not being sold at Ulta. If their own beauty brand still is around, I gotta find out because this foundation is bananas, okay? I love it so much. I love, love, love the eye. I love it. I think I'm headed towards a neutral matte eye era. And why can't I say the word eye era, whatever. I love it. I love this look. I love the bronzy highlight. Can you see it? You can see it. You see it. I know you see it because you got eyes, okay? But thank you guys for coming to my channel. It's been me, Jasmine Buffet Witch, with all this here gum flapping. I hope you had a good time. I did. I will see you in the next video, which will be very, very soon. But until then, guys, take such good care of yourself. Drink your waters, take your vitamins, and we'll talk in the next video, which will be very, very soon. Thanks for coming. Bye.